So the final weekend of pool matches is upon us, and for several Northern Hemisphere sides it's do or die. The Tri-Nations of New Zealand, Australia and South Africa have all booked their places in the quarter-finals, but as to who will join them from their respective groups, well, that remains to be seen. And then of course there's the group of death, with Argentina, France and Ireland all still capable of qualifying. More about Pool D later, but we start our coverage by taking a look at the crunch tie in Pool A. That's England against Tonga. Now, the Samoans have played both of those sides in the last 10 days, so we went down to Rugby Town on the Trocadero to ask their fullback, Gavin Williams, who he thought would come out on top.
The game against England is going to be huge. I've seen a few of the South African comments saying, that look out England, and it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one.
Their number 8 has been one of the poster boys of the World Cup so far. I mean, he hadn't really played for Tonga coming into this World Cup. I mean, he had a couple of appearances, but I mean, How impressed have you been just by the way that whole team's gelled? Yeah, well, Finau's had a very good tournament. He's a bit of a crowd favourite in France, especially having played here the last few years. And when he plays well, the whole team play well. In fact, their loose forward trio with Nelly Latu and Halle Tipol, they've all had a lot of rugby and to a high level, and they're going well. The whole team's going well, and with their tails up, they're a dangerous side.
Pool B sees Wales and Fiji clash. Did our friend Gav think there was the possibility of an upset there?
Yeah, again another interesting battle. The Fijians are just going to have to throw a little bit of caution to the wind, I think, and throw it around, which is their game, and they're very good at it. And they can play that game from numbers 1 to 15. The Welsh, again, can play some expensive rugby, so it could be a really exciting spectacle, that game. And but again, we're behind our island brothers. Hopefully Fiji can give them a scare and maybe go through.
Pool C sees the showdown between Scotland and Italy. It's been billed as the most important match in both nations' history, and with the possibility of a quarter-final against the Pumas in prospect, it's unsurprising that both sides are desperate to win.
Yeah, they always do. I mean, the Scots traditionally are a good side and would rate their chances against Italy. Italy have been disappointing this World Cup. They sort of, to me, look like they got stage fright against the All Blacks in that first game and haven't really been able to get back on their feet. But that's going to be a very interesting game, yeah. And
so to the group of death. Argentina-Ireland's the game, and it's one that the Irish cannot afford to lose.
Again, having played in Ireland for a few seasons, I know a lot of those Irish boys, and they're good players, and like you say, they haven't really performed. I think coming into this World Cup, they would have been seen as one of the teams to look out for. I think they still might have something in them. The Argies have been very good, and it's a hard one to call. I think